Welcome everyone, I'm Damon Bruce, and this is the NBA on 2K Sports. It's Saturday night basketball. It'll be the Orlando Magic facing off against the Los Angeles Lakers. And that's it for us in the studio. To call all the action, let's go out to Kevin Harlan and the rest of the 2K Sports crew. I'll see you again at halftime.
And the Lakers going through their pregame routines. Welcome to what should be a great Saturday night for the NBA. With Steve Kerr and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan. Now a chance to check out tonight's starting lineups. And guys, what are we going to be looking for in this one from Karl Malone?
Well, Kevin, he's capable of dominating every individual matchup physically. He's got incredible strength, and sometimes it's hard to really see on TV, but, when he's on the floor, he gets after you, and you have to be ready to play.
And one other thing, I like his vision when he's posting up. Being able to score down there is just part of being an effective post player. You got to punish him for doubling up on you, too.
Lakers are enjoying this break from the road. They've come out very strong. Their early season play has been excellent.
Kevin, this is really a great team. I wouldn't put it past them to continue to play at this very high level. That's the makeup of this squad. Good character, tremendous talent, well coached. They very well could continue to play good basketball.
Yeah, there's no reason to think they won't, Clark, because I think you summed it up very well. From top to bottom, it's a terrific squad. As long as they stay healthy, I don't expect them to run into a whole lot of speed bumps.
Well, the Magic ended up with just 20 wins on the season, which would be the worst record in the NBA last year, but they at least weren't dead last when it came to wins on the road. Still tied, though, for third worst in the league.
Here's Payton, and that is good. Here's Hardaway. And the pass to Anderson. Back to Hardaway. Right side Hardaway. That's good. When you're a team like the Magic last season trying to find an identity in a rebuilding year, Steve, it can be hard to gel as a cohesive unit on the road.
Well, the whole year it seemed like a lot of the team was trying to figure out the kind of the nuances of the team dynamics, of the talent, of the new coaching staff. And it's frustrating when you're just getting beaten up every night. But you got to go through that to grow as a group. And hopefully this team can be a little better on the road this season.
Looking at Los Angeles, they took the win in their last game against Milwaukee.
And I thought, guys, they were the beneficiary of what was some lackluster defense being played against them.
I agree with you. It was really shocking how many free runs to the hoop they got.
Shot clock at 5. It's Anderson with the drive. Smooth as silk on the finger roll.
Good defense, but you got to love the finish with the finger roll over the top.
Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by, Doris Burke has an update for us. Doris?
Thank you, Kevin. The Magic head coach and I had a chance to talk just for a bit. He told me that he's looking forward to this matchup. Their first look at this team so far this season. He said they'll look to play up defensively. As usual, their length and shot blocking a great deterrent inside. Kevin?
Okay, thank you, Doris. And the defensive approach, guys, how do you think that'll play out here?
I don't know, Kevin. I'm not sure they should be more focused on their opponent than they are on themselves.
That is sort of the way it sounds, Steve, but still, I don't think a defense-first mindset is ever a bad thing.
Hardaway covered by Payton. Magic moving the ball around. Here's Scott. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead. Lakers have gone 2 or 3 here to start out the game. Payton with the ball. 11 points for him in that last game against Milwaukee.
It wasn't just offense either, Kevin, and he was so disruptive defensively. I don't remember how many steals he had, but man, he was dominant out there.
About 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Number 4. Up again, and Anderson slams it in.
That's how to make your mark on the board, with an emphatic finish.
Oh, Clark, he was savage on that second opportunity.
Yeah, those are the types of possessions that are really demoralizing for a defense, guys.
And the Lakers have possession. Scott pulls it in.
So hard not to go for it when you see a chance for an alley-oop like there was there.
I know he wishes he hadn't.
Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. Number 4, high quality look, and he sinks it.
The defense playing way too soft there, guys. He's just getting right to the rim.
The Orlando Magic come into this one following a loss to the Heat.
Yeah, they gave away a lot of points at the free throw line in that game. Maybe it was being on the road. Maybe they were just out of sync, but something had them rattled.
Steve, I don't know if it was the biggest reason for that loss, but clearly the misses from the stripe had an impact.
Now here's Hardaway after the miss from Karl Malone.
Well, since the new CBA, the league has made the luxury tax much more punitive. But certainly the Lakers blessed with the financial wherewithal to be a tax-paying team. The problem is it can hurt your flexibility under the new rules just to make deals, and that's going to be the challenge for LA.
And the first one at the line is good. Hardaway hits them both.
He has such terrific form and consistency on his free throw. Beautiful to watch.
They really want to find that igniter here.
Yeah, that's right. Kevin, the offense has basically been running in place.
They got to get going. Outside, Kobe. Anderson with the block. But they get it back. And the basket by Payton. Now Hardaway. He passes to Anderson. Back to Hardaway. Covered by Payton. 6 to shoot. And he drew the blocking foul. He'll go to the line for 2.
You know, there was a lot of talk about the Magic not getting equal value when they traded Dwight Howard to the Lakers before last season, but you take a look at how both teams started, the Lakers and the Magic, and for a time there, the Magic had a better record early in the season than the Lakers. So I think it worked out okay for the Magic.
First one falls for him. Well, Clark, like you said, hard to believe, but it's true. The Magic did have a better record than the Lakers for the early part of the season, but that was mostly due to a surprise down year from the Lakers, Steve, and a hot start for Orlando.
And remember, the Magic did get that big win at Staples against LA. That was kind of a revenge for the D. Howard trade. But as time wore on, you know, the Magic's lack of talent showed, and they really struggled the rest of the season.
Down low, tipped, and that's out of bounds. The Lakers will retain possession.
And a look here at how the Lakers ranked in the NBA last season. 10th in assists, 12th in rebounding, and they were in the top half of the league in fewest turnovers. Not bad, but certainly they'd like to be better.
And I think really the key to their success, Clark, is what you talked about with the assists, because they're a top 10 team in the league thanks to a lot of unselfish play. They really like to move the ball, and when they found their offensive groove and passed the ball well, they were tough to beat.
The shot no good. So Orlando will take it the other way. And this is the first season matchup for them against the Lakers team.
They got the better of this club both times they saw them last season. I think we're about to find out if they still got their number.
Hardaway kicks to Grant. Good, and the assist goes to Hardaway. And here's Kobe. 11 points for him in that last game against Milwaukee.
I thought his rebounding was impressive as well, guys. He made some big boards, really helped out on the glass, helped his team out big time.
Back to Payton. Well-placed jumper from the free throw line. Payton's got 8 points. Steve hit on this moments ago, Clark. When you've got the two top teams, one from the East and one from the West, would you say there are some conference bragging rights at stake here? I mean, it would seem very obvious to me.
For sure, Kevin. Games like this can be a pretty good early season indicator of which conference is the stronger one. So far, so good for them at the offensive end here in the early going.
Boy, the field goal percentage is fantastic. Exactly the kind of start they were hoping for.
So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles.
Well, a coaching carousel for the Lakers last season. They made it only 5 games before firing Mike Brown. Then they decided to go in a new direction. And boy, they went through 3 different head coaches before all was said and done. They never really were able to gain that consistency they were looking for.
So it's the Lakers now. 6-point game. He kicks it to Kobe. He feeds it to Payton. The 3. Rebound by the Magic. Anderson's got 4 rebounds now tonight. And back to the Lakers' struggles last season. What do you think, Clark, were the main problems that, held them back from being the kind of title contender that they thought they were and a lot of people imagined they were?
Well, how much time do I have? 3 or 4 shot clocks worth? I mean, I think there were a number of issues, as you might expect. Injuries played a significant role, but I think there was discord over how they should play, really no true identity. They were a big team trying to be small, a team without a number of shooters trying to spread the floor, older team trying to go up tempo, coaching change.
Right, yes.
We had a lot of moving parts, and it made it very difficult for everybody, I think, and it showed in how the Lakers season went.
That's a good assessment. Los Angeles shooting their first free throw of the game right now.
Boy, it was a wreck of a season for the Magic last year. Started off decently, but then it went downhill fast. A 10-game losing streak, followed shortly again with a 12-game losing streak. Surprisingly, they did play well against the West, though.
Now here's Hardaway. He's got 9. Pass to Anderson. It's tipped. The Magic need to get a shot off here. And again, it's Orlando with the 3. And Clark, as you said, probably the last thing anyone expected last season was for the Magic to do well against the West. But it happened, Steve. Half their wins came out of the conference.
Yeah, they actually had a winning record against the Pacific Division, believe it or not. I think some of that is that the Western teams kind of took Orlando for granted, particularly on the road. But look, in the end, it doesn't matter what your record is in conference, against divisions, against the league. What it's about is your total record, and they're looking to get better.
Inside, the feather touch on the finger roll. Beautiful. And the Magic lead by 9.
That is a pretty finish. The defense did all they could there, but he just outwilled them.
Payton outside. Pass to Shaq. Now here's Hardaway. Dishes to Scott. Out of bounds as Orlando keeps possession. These teams were last season's best passers. The squads with the most assists in the NBA. 5th on the list, the Magic.
I tell you what, if you had to pick one stat, at least on the offensive side of the ball, that benefits your team, this is it. I mean, when you're amongst the league leaders in assists, you're doing a lot of good things. Not just making shots, but you're moving your teammates and you're moving the basketball.
Orlando making some changes. Evans, he's checked in for Scott. And Wilkins subbed in for Anderson. Here's Armstrong. Evans left side. Plenty of space. Good. He hits the jump shot.
Well, they've yet to string many stops together.
Just seems like they've been a step slow here.
Lakers trail by 11. Here's Scott. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Number 23, covered by Evans. Shot clock at 6. Number 23. And count it. 2 points with a chance for one more at the free throw line.
Brought back the finger roll. That's a nice finesse move to pull off with the defense all over it. Lakers ended up 17-13 against Eastern Conference teams last year, but That wasn't really a dominating effort. Certainly not what you would expect from a playoff team.
Well, and to make the playoffs in the West, you do need to have a record similar to that of the Lakers against the East. You know, Steve, no team that made the postseason in the West had a record below 500. So the Lakers took care of what they needed to.
Well, you know what's odd, Kevin, is that in the shortened season before, when the Lakers were the cream of the Pacific Division and everything was going well, they only went 500 against the East. So, you know, if they want to bounce back this season, they'll need to not give away games and make sure they keep their out-of-conference record better than 500.
Timeout called the Lakers.
Clearly, Orlando was a team in transition last year. They had a group of younger, inexperienced players, and many times when that's the case, you'll get off to slow starts in games, and that certainly proved to be true for the Magic.
Leaps for it, and that'll be the Lakers as it goes out of bounds. Lakers retain possession. Feeds it to Payton from about 19 feet. Will not go. This is off the front iron. Well, Clark, you mentioned that the Magic were at the very bottom of the league when it came to scoring in the first quarter of games. Steve, you got to get better as the game went on, obviously, but you can't start every game in a hole down like they did and expect to do well.
Well, we just go back to the roster, and that explains everything. I mean, you look at who they had, the lack of a go-to scorer out of the gates, and that explains the slow start. So this is really all about continuing to build the roster and try to put together some talent.
Wilkins, and again it's Orlando with the three.
And that's another assist for a team that is putting on a clinic on how to share the ball.
I just love the mentality they've had. If a shot isn't there, they're not forcing anything. They're moving it side to side and working to get a good shot.
And here is Scott after the three-pointer from Wilkins. Number 23, covered by Evans. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Number 23. And it's Orlando with the rebound.
Steve, they've come out with a take-no-prisoners approach on the glass today.
Yeah, it's impressive, too. Clark's already gotten them a +5 margin in the rebound column. It has taken them no time to build this lead up on the strength of a great first quarter offensively.
And they need to continue to put pressure on the defense and try to really run away with this one from here. Well, let's take a look at where Orlando ended up, Kevin, rank-wise in the league last year. Second in free throw percentage, 5th in assists, and they were top 10 in three-point shooting. That's a huge part of their offensive attack.
I was just really impressed with the free throw shooting that you mentioned. Top 5 in the league in free throw percentage. Says a lot about their concentration and their focus as a team. And this is a key part of the game for this team. They've got to get to the line and knock them down to have a chance to win.
Evans, good. Evans has got 8 points.
Already, they find themselves down by a wide margin here, Kevin. They're giving up way too many second chance points.
Wilkins against Scott. Blunt. He dishes it to Payton. Number 23 to halt the run. And that one goes in as he is fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts at the line. This is his second trip to the line in this one. And Orlando making a change here. And that one misses. Magic leading by 13. Evans outside. Here's Strong, and it's Orlando with another. There's 18 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Number 23, covered by Evans. That is good. Scott's got his second bucket of the night. Armstrong with it. And it would have It's fallen, but it's offline. The first quarter concludes in a double-digit lead on the scoreboard. Magic lead by 13. The second quarter coming up right after this break, so don't go anywhere.
Tune in next Wednesday, November 20th. The Miami Heat take on the Los Angeles Lakers. East versus West. Make sure to catch it.
And welcome back. It's been all one-sided so far through the first quarter as our second quarter gets underway. What do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Magic?
And they're doing a fantastic job of finding the open man and getting easy looks.
They've also gotten into a nice rhythm from the three-point line early on tonight.
Orlando's gone 3 of 4 from long range in the game. This is how the floor looks for the Magic starting the second. They've got Wilkins. Shaw is out there with Armstrong. And it's Vaughn in at the 4 spot. Fisher against Armstrong. 6 on the shot clock. From deep. And they'll turn over. Could not get off the shot. 24-second violation. And upcoming the schedule for the Orlando Magic. They host the 76ers after this game. They start a 3-game homestand with that game. Lakers trail by 13. Now Scott. Passes it to Kersey. Fires, high post. Again, Los Angeles. Orlando leading by 11. And we played through the first minute here in the second. And there's the pass to Shaw. Clock at 6. Armstrong against Fisher. And out of bounds as the Lakers gain possession. Here's a look at the schedule for the Los Angeles Lakers. They'll be playing host to Miami for the next game. That game will conclude a 3-game homestand. This gives them the opportunity to get within 10. He passes to Kersey. Here's Blunt. Kicks to Scott. And with that one, the lead is trimmed to single digits. Scott's got 6. Well, Orlando's shooting offensive execution has been beyond great there. 63% from the floor in this game. Wilkins kicks to Armstrong. And it's good off the back rim and in. Lakers trail by 11. The feed now to Fisher. Pass to Kersey. Defended by Wilkins. 13 feet away. And that one's good. Kersey's got his second basket of the game.
Now you gotta love the footwork. How about that turnaround?
Magic leading by 9. Here's Shaw. And the 3 off target. For Los Angeles, they've gone a nice 3 of 3 to start the second. Pass to Kersey. Back to Scott. The high post shot. No luck. Great defense that time from Shaw. The Magic have gotten only one of their first 4 shots in the second quarter to drop. And here's Armstrong. His last outing, he had 8 points. Passes it to Shaw. The dish to Armstrong. Here's Wilkins. That 3 off the mark. And Los Angeles guys shooting a tremendous 61% from the floor. Hitting in all cylinders. Fisher can't hit.
Great look, disappointing result.
You know, most times he knocks that one down. Well, let's start with the positive in the Lakers postseason. They did make it. That's all that can be said is their dramatic passing of Utah and the Rockets down the stretch to take the 7th seed was really the lone highlight of what would be a quick exit from the playoffs for them.
Clock at 4. Out of bounds, the Lakers will take possession. Here's the 2K leaderboard with last season's best free throw shooting team. The Magic in second.
I think free throw shooting can be contagious, and it seemed like everybody last season just had the hot hand.
And the Lakers call time here. Going back to the Lakers, swept in 4 straight by the Spurs, and none of the games really that close. And Spurs, Steve, just dominated them, and every sense of the word, injuries didn't help either.
No, they didn't help, but the Spurs just outplayed whoever was on the floor for LA. And I think a lot of people thought the Spurs would be a good first-round matchup for the Lakers, but that notion was quickly squashed. San Antonio just totally dominant.
And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. He kicks to Malone. The Lakers working the ball around now. Armstrong against Fisher. The pass to Kersey. 6 on the shot clock. Puts up a 3. Shaw with the rebound.
Hard work on the glass once again, fellas. They put a lot of effort into their rebound.
Well, you get more rebounds, you get more possessions, more shots at the hoop, and oftentimes that decides the game.
Kersey, and so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
Well, you allow them to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
Yeah, I think you got to foul them, and free throws are better than a layup.
Lakers shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight.
Well, this is a club that shot 75% as a team from the free throw line last season.
Guys, strictly in terms of their percentage, their free throw shooting has deteriorated a considerable amount since last season.
Byron Scott, he's checked in for the Lakers. And so he's able to get 1 of 2. Orlando leading by 8. Shaw passes to Armstrong. Number 4. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket's good. He'll go to the line. And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
You know, guys, you look back to their last game, he was off from the charity stripe all night long.
And you wonder if that's not still on his mind today.
On the free throw, no good.
So much of what ailed the Lakers could be traced to the lack of defensive presence. And it really came to a head when Magic Johnson, one of the greatest Lakers of all time, called them out about looking to play Showtime offense while not paying attention to solid defense.
Outside Wilkins. Launches a 3. No good. So Los Angeles will take it the other way.
Not able to find it here in the second. He's off stride and off track just a bit after that one he had earlier.
Outside, Kobe. Kersey kicks to Kobe. Rises up. Boom, he jams it straight down.
You know, we didn't see too many plays like that when they were digging this hole for themselves.
No, maybe they'll start making up for it now.
It's all about effort and energy and anticipation, and they're finally getting some of that.
Here is Shaw, guarded by Kobe. Here's Grant. No good. Nice defense from Malone. And going back to what Clark said, they didn't actually try to run that much based on tempo, more than what they might have been used to, certainly, Steve, but the D was a concern in a major way.
Well, it was really more about teams running wild on them instead of the other way around. You look at the Laker personnel, big front line last year with Howard and Gasol. The transition defense wasn't quite there. You throw in the injuries. They were never able to find that balance between good offense and solid defense.
Scott dishes to Kobe. And that one's good. And now just a 2-point Magic lead. And now the first timeout called here for the Magic.
Well, good timeout, guys, because, this has been a bad run for them. He's got to get his team back on the same page and executing well together.
Sometimes just getting to stop in the action can be enough to get a team back on track. There's something about that little pause in the intensity of the game that lets you refocus.
And the Magic making a change here. Scott's checked in. Orlando's got nothing but zeros from long range in the second quarter. 0 of 4. Here is Shaw. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Scott the pass to Shaw. Once again off the mark, Orlando.
Tell you, he had all the time in the world to get that shot off.
Now, here's Scott. 6 points for him. Pass to Kersey. Back to Kobe. Just 5 on the clock. He feeds it to Malone. Can't tie it up as that one's no good.
Well, you have to get a hand into his face because that's his range right there.
Pass to Shaw. And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession. Los Angeles making a switch here. O'Neal's checked in. Here's Los Angeles now. They're on a 15-4 run. Scott with the ball. Now guarded by Shaw. Kersey kicks to Kobe. Dishes to Malone. Back to Kobe. 6 to shoot. Feeds it to O'Neal. Lets it go from 11. That's in. Coming off an assist by Kobe. Shaq's got 6. Now a timeout called by Orlando. Now, here's Scott. 23 points for him the last game against the Heat in Miami. Number 4. And they call over the back here. Too much contact.
Not much doubt about that over the back call.
Yeah, he was all over his back that time. Looked like he was going for a piggyback ride.
Anderson, he's checked in for Orlando. And here are the Lakers. They're on a 17-4 run. Scott with the ball. Now defended by Shaw. Out to Kobe. He passes it to Kersey. Some nice passing here by Los Angeles. And Shaq backs down. Shot clock at 6. Little turnaround. It's hauled in by the Magic.
Well contested shot there.
And that's the key defensively. You got to make them work for it. Challenge every shot.
Scott the pass to Shaw. Number 4. He's covered by Malone. And they get it back. A nice shot by Anderson. The Lakers trail. Outside, Scott. Back to Shaq. Backs in. Good on the 7-footer. Shaq's got 8. Magic shooting with confidence, 50% from the field so far. Here is Shaw. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Scott the pass to Shaw. He dishes it to Anderson. Shaw. Back to Anderson. 5 on the clock. Nailed from three-point land. And the Magic lead by 3.
Well, I tell you what, when you get this kind of effort and efficiency from him, they're a really hard team to beat.
The Lakers shooting and feeling it offensively in the second quarter. They're shooting 60%. Anderson against Scott. Right side Scott. Here's Malone. Soft touch off the glass. He has 5.
Don't take your eyes off of him because he can make plays from multiple spots on the floor. Put the isolated cam on him.
Shaw passes to Anderson. They get it again. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse. Grant's got his second basket.
Beautiful reverse. He got his glide on and left the D in the rearview mirror.
Malone left side. Shaq. And the layup's good off the glass.
Well, it looks like he's finally found his footing in this game. His first quarter was a real struggle, but he's gotten it going now.
Kicks it to Scott. The shot. And there are the Magic with another bucket.
Well, Kevin, probably his greatest value lies in his tremendous three-point shooting. When he's out on the perimeter, it gives them the ability to really stretch the defense out.
And Steve, it's also really remarkable what a solid shooter he is, even in the presence of tough, sticky defense. He smoothly and calmly executes.
And there's the rejection.
You've got to like what they've been doing down there in the low post, Clark.
I do. I love it. Their rebounding has been outstanding, so important in a tight game.
I thought he'd make out, and that's his range, and the defense nowhere to be seen.
Outside, Scott. Scott gets the screen from O'Neal. Scott dishes to Kobe. Clock at 6. Rebound by the Magic. Scott's got 3 rebounds now in this one. And there's the feed to Grant. Somehow ignores the tight D and gets the layup. Grant's got his 3rd basket of the night.
Guys, he's got the length to get to the rim, and when he gets there, you never see a clumsy or awkward finish out of him. Everything is smooth and fluid.
Kobe kicks to Malone. There's the bucket. Good.
Boy, after having a tough time in the first, he's managed to turn it around nicely this quarter.
The Lakers have made 3 of their first 5 foul shots tonight. The Magic making a switch here. And Malone, no good on that one. Magic leading by 3. Left side, Scott. Pass to Grant. And the bucket counts, and he's on his way to the free throw line to try to make it a 3-point play.
Looking to go inside here. That's a good way to try to chip away at this lead. I mean, it's kind of like in football, the running game. Power that thing into the paint.
And he's got his first chance at the line here. The free throw drops for Grant.
Another shot from outside. They're not attacking. I mean, going in and seeking contact like they did in the first one, I'm not seeing that.
Well, you can't play the score. I mean, you've got to play the game, and I think they've got to continue to attack. You're right, Clark. You got to mix it up a little bit. I'll tell you what, he's enjoyed a very good day shooting the ball so far. He can bring them right back into this.
To the paint, number 4. And that one hits back iron.
Even though he isn't having the best of games from the floor, it hasn't seemed to hurt him.
Offensive rebound. Malone passes to Payton. Offline with the baseline jumper.
Boy, we don't see that too often. No defender on him, and he just planks the open jumper.
Hardaway with the hands. Yeah, oh wow, he nails the buzzer beater.
How about that one? A perfect finish to the half for them to tack another 3 points onto their lead.
And so we conclude the first half. Magic out in front, up 7. Folks, stay tuned for the halftime show with Damon Bruce for all the highlights from our first half.
And now, brought to you by Sprint.
The weekend is in full swing on a Saturday night. Glad to have you along with us. Orlando on top against the Lakers. They're off to a good start this season, playing with confidence. And they've gotten some great minutes out of Nick Anderson. He's up to 14 points, and his defense has been very solid. He's been bothering shots. He's keeping his hands active, making it difficult for guys to score on him. And on the other hand, the Lakers are still alive. They're scoring with confidence, shooting with an excellent percentage. Some textbook basketball from Shaq. He has 12 points and is putting out the effort defensively as well, making his presence felt on both ends of the floor. Now let's check out the other games still in progress. Miami up on top against the Bobcats at Time Warner Cable Arena. Smooth sailing so far for them, game in the third. Looking now at games coming up later, there's going to be some excitement in the arena for that one. Tip-off is at 7 o'clock Eastern. And now, here's what's going on in the rest of the NBA. It'll be the 76ers against the Pacers in Indianapolis. The 7 p.m. Eastern tip time is set. That's it for me here in the studio. Time to send you back out to Kevin Harlan and the crew for the start of the third quarter.
The Sprint Halftime Report, presented by Sprint.
Welcome back to Los Angeles in a bird's eye view from above the Staples Center.
No slowing him down. Just some incredible numbers for Anderson. He's got 14 points, and he's hit the mark twice from three-point range as well.
Well, it's no secret. I mean, the more points you can come up with from out there, the better off they'll be offensively with their spacing.
Magic leading by 7. And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. So for the Lakers right now, they've got Kobe. Malone is out there with Shaquille O'Neal. Then it's Gary Payton. Here are the Lakers with the ball. Outside, Kobe. Always going up for the alley-oop here. And the jam by Karl Malone.
Really hard to decide, guys, which was better. The pass, the catch, or the slam.
Clark, there's no wrong answer to that one, my friend. Sensational alley-oop all the way around.
Agreed. All of the above.
Hardaway with it. On the wing, Scott shoots, and it's good. Assisting on the play was Hardaway. Hardaway has got 4 assists now tonight. Lakers trail by 10. Inside to Shaq, and stolen by Scott. Shaq on him. Scott dishes to Hardaway. And again, it's Orlando with the 3.
They're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results right now.
Yeah. In fact, 3 of the last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Payton with the ball. Now guarded by Anderson. Stolen by Grant. The drive by Scott. Payton hits the rebound. Payton's got 4 rebounds in this game. It's Kobe Bryant on the wing. Drains it from beyond the arc. Kobe's got 7 points in the game.
He can be a forgotten man in their offense sometimes, but you know the defense still needs to keep an eye on him.
From about 16, and Shaq sends it back. Payton against Hardaway. And Payton gets it to go on the assist by Shaq. 10 points for him.
Boy, they are just destroying them in the paint.
You could say that again, Steve. The defenders just aren't aggressive enough down low.
Hardaway backing down. That drops.
He's created some good opportunities for himself and made the most of them.
Lakers trail by 10. Payton outside. Shaq with a screen on Hardaway. Off the screen, and Gary Payton again. Payton's got 12.
Well, it's been a great start for this offense here in the second half. 4 for 4.
Now a timeout called by Orlando.
Well, it looks like he wants to toy around with some of their sets and matchups here.
And I don't think you can afford to go through a whole game doing the same thing over and over, and you have to be able to adjust on the fly, just like he's doing here.
Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. Now Hardaway, he's got 17. Scott wide open. Offensive rebound. And out of bounds as the Lakers gain possession. Los Angeles calls timeout. Lakers trail by 8. Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. The 19-foot shot again, Los Angeles.
And a blazing start to the second half. They've hit all 5 shots.
Orlando's gone 2 of 2 from long range in the third quarter so far. Payton against Hardaway. Now the dish to Anderson. Back to Hardaway. Anderson outside. Just 5 to shoot. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Just out for a three-point play. That one on Malone. Well, Clark, a clear lane to the basket and the emphatic jam.
And that is outstanding attacking basketball.
Well, he had no choice but to take that one to the bucket.
The Magic have shot a good percentage from the free throw line so far. They've made 5 out of 6.
Well, they were very pleased with their free throw numbers a year ago. They knocked down about 79% from the stripe as a team.
And guys, that allows their opponents to play very aggressive defense if they choose to, knowing it's not a bad thing to send them to the foul line.
The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way.
Terrific play right there. Great strength to finish through the hit.
That's how you do it, the bump and the bucket.
He's made 1 and missed 1 so far in the game. Free throw drops from Malone. Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it. Payton against Hardaway. Anderson outside. Scott. He kicks it to Grant. That one goes. Covered.
Not much the defense can do once he gets to the bucket.
He's their leader defensively. He's able to do so many things well on that end of the court and takes the pressure off everybody around him. An indispensable asset for them.
Another area where he excels is on one of the most fundamental plays in basketball, the pick and roll. He will lower the boom on the defender with a solid screen and then is terrific at rolling into space and getting the basket.
Lakers trail by 8. Number 23. Shaq kicks to Kobe. Rebounded by Hardaway.
This has not at all been the kind of performance they've needed out of him.
The pass to Anderson. Back to Hardaway. Orlando moving the ball around. Five to shoot. It's blocked by Shaq. Eye on the post. Stops there. Number 23. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. 7 points in the game.
He got a great read of where that miss was going, and that allowed him to be the first guy to it and get the putback.
Kobe against Anderson. Shoots it. No good off the front iron.
You're not doing your team any good forcing a shot like that one.
No, I agree. He's got to know better than that.
Payton passes to O'Neal. He feeds it to Kobe. Goes up high for the two-handed dunk.
Well, he took that defender head on and threw down the two-hander power jam.
Straight power there, guys.
Now, you gotta love his determination.
So it's Orlando now. They host the 76ers after this game. And that's the first game in a string of 3 straight at home.
A lot of fans focused on that Philadelphia matchup. Big game for them.
Grant kicks to Hardaway. Number 4, defended by Shaq. The Magic again can't hit.
He can't get anything to drop. And the way he's scoring, I'm not sure it's something he should try to shoot his way out of.
Well, that might only serve to make things worse, Steve. Sometimes the harder you try, the worse it gets.
And here is Hardaway. 17 points in the game. Here's Scott. And Shaquille O'Neal pulls it down. Shaq's got 5 rebounds tonight. The Magic making a switch here. 18-7 run. Coach is liking Clark what he's seeing from his offense.
And shoot, why wouldn't he? I mean, guys, they're filling it up with ease, executing, getting quality shots. I mean, this is fun to watch.
Yeah, this is like a clinic out there, guys. This is exactly how you attack a defense. Move the ball, sharp cuts, really a nice pace to their offense.
Orlando's gotten a positive outcome on 7 of their 14 three-pointers in this game. Not bad at all. Hardaway kicks to Scott. Back to Hardaway. Evans. The kick out to Anderson. Just 5 on the clock. Count it! And we'll have a chance for a three-point play. It's going to be on Kobe Bryant.
Even with the D-lurking, he made it look easy with the soft finger roll.
And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Magic.
Well, the great passing we saw in the first half is carried right over into the second.
They've really been on fire from beyond the arc tonight, too. I mean, a lot of their points have come from out there.
Horace Grant is checked in for Orlando. Now here's Kobe. He's got God. Payton outside. Pass to Malone. Back to Payton. Pass it to Malone. And it's good. Malone's got 7 points here in this quarter.
Boy, they are having their way in the paint right now. So many looks right at the rim.
Defensive rotations have been a step slow, and it's helped them get the ball in close time after time, Steve.
Hardaway dishes to Anderson. Back to Hardaway. Feeds to Anderson. From the strike. And it's blocked by Kobe.
Obviously, they're evenly matched teams on the inside. The rebound numbers are very equal.
Yeah, I've been impressed with just both teams' energy, just really working hard on the board.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Magic will take it.
Now, severe lack of awareness on his part. He had no idea he was near the out-of-bounds line.
Orlando leading. Outside Hardaway. Hooks a bucket. Hardaway's got 19 points.
I like the way he's not forcing anything, taking advantage of what the defense is giving him. He's a key contributor for them in this quarter.
Seen by Malone. Payton against Hardaway. Here's Brooks. Uses the glass to finish the way.
This has really become an intense ball game ever since halftime.
Boy, the effort for both teams here, Steve, is terrific.
Here's Hardaway. He's got 19. Dishes it to Anderson. No one near. And that one goes long. Lakers shooting offensive execution has been beyond good. They're 63% from the floor in this game. Scott at the ball. The answer. Hardaway kicks to Anderson. And it's good. This is down the Lakers Hardaway. Hardaway's got 5 assists in the game. And the Magic making a change here. He dishes it to Malone. The shot on the wall is good. Malone's got 9 points here in the second half.
Don't miss this one win in this quarter. Solid as a rock.
Hardaway with it. Now Payton defending. And Hardaway gets it to go. Hardaway has got 21 in the game.
He is setting this place on fire, fellas. His shooting has been off the chart.
With the ball. Now guarded by Hardaway. And Shaq backs down. The short one's on the mark. Shaq's got 2 points for the game. Here's Hardaway. He's got 21. It's Scott on the wing. 6 on the shot clock. Kicks it to Anderson from outside the and the Magic lead by 3.
The more touches he gets, the more this lead will grow. He is just unconscious this quarter.
Left to play in the third. Here's Malone. That's it. Coming off an assist from Payton. He's got assist number 7 for him tonight. Orlando's on 2 of 3 when the offense out of the arc in the third quarter. Outside Hardaway. There's no beat to stop. Shot. And it's Orlando with another.
I love it when a player shakes off a poor first half and comes back strong like he has, showing a lot of confidence in his game.
Kobe with the pass to Payton. Malone dishes to Payton. Shot on the way. And the basket for the
Easy jump shot for him right there, guys.
Orlando's on 7 of 15 from 3-point range tonight. They're not afraid of that shot. Outside Hardaway. Here's Henderson. Anderson can't get that one to fall. The Lakers break. Into Karl Malone. Malone's got 13 points in such a game.
I'll tell you what, I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders. They're not getting a job.
That's 10 of the last 12 points they've allowed.
Gets it to go.
Nice piece of work there. Find a little space and pull the trigger.
Lakers should get it to 65% and they're winning with his defense. Payton's decision. And he's fouled and
Defensively, I think they got to do a better job of bodying him up.
Yeah, they got classes. They both have really.
the free throw line all evening.
Shot clock is off. This should be the last possession of the quarter.
That's what they should have been on here.
Hardaway makes this decision. Hardaway has it to Strong. Anderson out of bounds.
Well, he's one with the pass. That's just an awful turnover.
And here's the shooter. Lakers lead by 1. And we'll go start on the fourth quarter. He is 6-3 back on this short break. The NBA season lasts on the Los Angeles Clippers next Thursday. 10 games to 7. So far about the offense for the Lakers.
They've been aggressive. They've tough on the
I've been impressed with how well they play right now.
So on the floor for Orlando. He got Hardaway. Also still good things out there. And a stop at the third small ball. Now the first on the shot clock. He's getting some time.
Boy, he really bumbled that thing.
Outside of Wilkins. Let's go. Right to the surveillance outside. Wilkins has got the fourth quarter on the first pass of the MVP for Orlando. Now Payton. Payton kicks to Kobe. Number 23, defended by Scott. Pass to Shaq. Backs him down. They have this for a while until they just have it back. We're in the fourth quarter here. This country has been strong. Hardaway takes to Houston. Number 4. Nice jump shot to the top of the key.
What is this LA offense we've seen? It's only getting better. Both defenses until all day. It's going to take a score.
Shaq dishes to make it. He has it to Kobe. Holds him all the way. That's it. Payton's got a super number tonight with that last one. The match is led by 5. Now, Hardaway. He takes Anderson. And comes off the center for the jump shot. Anderson's got 24. Perfect. See you again. Good job. The Magic have gone 3-6 in the field so far in the fourth quarter. Outside Hardaway. The addition to Anderson. Back to Hardaway. Covered by Payton. 6-6 to shoot. Holds it from the elbow. And let go again with the bucket.
Payton perfect with the turnaround. There's no stopping that shot.
Lakers lead by 3. Outside for Kobe. He gets to Malone. Shot clock at 5. And Jack goes down. Goes up on the wing. And then it's Gary Payton. Malone. And easy 2 points on the Lakers. Malone's got 4 points this quarter.
The last 6 baskets come on the interior. This is a major smash of basketball guys. I love it. Old school. This is what they dominate.
Here's Payton. Milwaukee and Orlando the other way. Hardaway kicks to Scott. Back to Hardaway. Los Angeles leading by 5. Puts it up high. Oh, they couldn't put it in the alley. Not to be. Good play defensively. outside. Scott. He'll go from strong.
Excellent. Really solid job back up by the defense to get his way as he was going up for that.
And out of bounds goes the Magic. Will gains possession. The Magic trail by 5. Clark, some tough offensive sets. They want to turn around.
Yeah, they need a basket just to regain some momentum here, Kevin.
Down to Anderson. That one wide left. Lakers have gotten to do a pretty good move, going 6-10 here on the final quarter. Back to Payton. Out of the pass to O'Neal. Right wide shot. The putback and the jam by Karl Malone. And the Lakers lead by 7.
They've been getting way too many high percentage looks close to the basket. And when they're getting them, they're converting.
You know, the play in the paint, an aspect of this game that has gone entirely their way.
Strong and the pass to Scott. He feeds to Hardaway. 6 feet out. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. Hardaway has got 15 points in just the second half. Kobe kicks to Payton. Just to Malone. Back to Payton. Passes it to O'Neal. Gets 6. Payton outside. Shot from the wing. That's good. Payton's got 20 points. And Orlando has possession. They trail by 7. There's a lot to the hoop. And Anderson slams it in.
Maybe that always matters to me. Impossible not to get pumped up after that. At least I think that would be the case.
Well, you can see the immediate reaction of the guys in the bench. Look at them. They're all pumped up.
That's what those alley-oops do, though.
Malone just screwed out Hardaway. Payton dishes to Malone. That's good. And it's Payton with the assist. Malone's got 8 here in the quarter.
I'll tell you, he's really carrying a lot of the load offensively, and that's almost always good news for them.
Scott the pass to Anderson. Gets it to go. 28 points for him. Here's Kobe. Feeds to Payton. Takes it off the glass.
Great reaction from the defense. Someone's going to make good on that.
Time call here. The Magic decided to talk it over. Nice game. Great performance by Karl Malone.
They get into the rack all game. If they can't do a better job of keeping him out of the paint, they're in for a long night.
A moment to check in with Doris Doris.
Well, over that break, I listened in on what head coach for the Magic was getting across in the huddle. He told them it's time to fight and take a lead. Let's put ourselves in position to bring it home. Guys, we see they've got what it takes to get it done.
Here's Hardaway. And it's Orlando with another.
That was an outstanding pick that gave him the room to bury the jump shot. Underrated, but not undervalued.
Payton with the ball. Now guarded by Hardaway. Shaq kicks to Payton. He gets the shot to fall. The defender wasn't set. He's called for the block and a 3-point play chance here. So the Magic making a change here. Grant's checked in. One shot. Free throw off from Payton. The Magic trail by 7. Scott kicks to Anderson. Takes the lead pass. Gets it to go.
Oh, man, he goes old school on us with the finger roll.
The Lakers shooting has been just fantastic, around 65% tonight, getting exactly what they want, when they want it. Payton dishes to O'Neal. Back to Payton. Kicks to O'Neal. Lakers passing it around. Here's Kobe. Los Angeles with another miss. Orlando's got the three-point shot off 16 times tonight. 7 times they've hit it, 9 times they've missed. Hardaway, no good. Los Angeles leading by 5. Malone outside. Dishes it to Kobe. Shot clock at 6. That's good. Kobe's got 6 here in this quarter.
Despite the troubles he had in the first half, he stayed composed and focused, and now he's getting it going.
Scott the pass to Hardaway. The Lakers with the rebound. He dishes it to Payton. On the way to Kobe. And out of bounds as the Magic will gain possession. The Magic trail by 7. Grant with a screen on Payton. Hardaway kicks to Anderson. Back to Hardaway. Good on the triple. Hardaway has got 32 points.
He's putting on a commanding performance here. He's hit 2 3-pointers in each half.
Timeout called the Lakers. They're up by 4. 1:51 left in the fourth quarter. Hardaway with the steal. Outside, Scott. 1:43 left in the fourth quarter. Hardaway kicks to Grant. Shaq on him with the shot. No good from Grant.
Great defense in the paint there, making it tough on the offense.
That's what he brings, a presence. I mean, you saw it on that miss.
And they double up Payton. Hardaway and wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. And so here's Orlando. The Magic trail by 4. Anderson outside. And it's good, assisting on the play with Hardaway. Hardaway's got 10 assists here tonight. So active. And Los Angeles guys shooting 65%. An outstanding offensive display from them. Back to Payton.
You can see the eye contact there. Gave a little nod and then burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
No doubt, Clark. The pair of teammates with a terrific feel for each other out on the floor.
And what a play to make it a close game. A potential momentum builder.
Now a timeout called by Orlando. They trailed by 4. 1:05 left in the fourth quarter. Here's Hardaway. Grant with a screen on Payton. Hardaway kicks to Anderson. The feed to Grant. Back to Anderson. Hardaway. Number 4. Defended by Shaq.
Ooh, a pressure basket right there.
Now that's coming through in the clutch.
That one misses. And here comes Kobe. Clark, they'll be trying to take as much time off the clock as they can.
Exactly. Expect to see some long possessions out of them going forward. Went for the two-hander on that slam. That's where the weight room comes into play, Kevin.
I think some urgency from him there.
Yeah, he's sensing this is a critical time in this game, guys.
Number 23. At the line for 1.
Well, he caps it off in style with the free throw. Big possession there to extend the lead.
This could be a turning point.
Kevin, critical possession here. And another three-pointer to their second half total.
Yeah, they caught that long-range bug at halftime, and it's been bombs away ever since.
Malone down low. Defended by Anderson. It's in!
What a run he's on. He's getting everything to fall.
Boy, you talk about having the hot hand.
Clark, no room for error
Kevin
here.
got to be perfect from here on out. You're exactly right.
And an intentional foul right there.
Smart foul there. You got to try to extend the game.
Yeah, it's still close, but they're fighting that clock as much as the score right now.
So the first one drops, and that puts them up by 5. And a tough break is his second attempt at the line. No good. Orlando's gone a disappointing 2 of 6 on three-point attempts here in the fourth. The tray. A rebound by the Lakers. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Gary Payton at the line for 2.
Gets the first, and that increases their lead to 6. And so both free throws are good. It's a 7-point game. Now a timeout called by Orlando. They're losing by 7. 8 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Guys, your thoughts?
Well, this one's in the bag. I mean, I commend them for really putting forth the effort until the very end. But this thing's over.
You know, sometimes you just have to throw up the white towel and let fate run its course so you can get on to the next game.
So it's Orlando now. Here's Evans. Knocks down the trifecta.
This is a tremendous solo run he's on. I mean, the kind we've seen him have so many times before.
And so it's the Lakers who come out on top here. And Clark, you know, it was quite a nail-biter.
Yeah, it was tight. Their guys were able to come up with big plays down the stretch, and that's the difference.
Thanks for tuning in to the NBA on 2K Sports. For Clark Kellogg, Steve Kerr, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. We'll see you next time. And now, our Jordan player of the game, Gary Payton.